Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 44, the 44th review of the Seeds playlist. So, we'll be taking a look at this guy. This is Giant's Bacon Ranch. Bacon Ranch. Well, that seems like a good idea. So let's take it over to the desk and we will take a look at the product. And here we are. So, what you have here is a slightly smaller bag than their original. They run just sort of like the Wild Dutchman with the same spout cut, and also their regular sunflower seeds being in a significantly larger bag. This one, the original, was 5.75 ounces. This one is 5 ounces. All right. I was expecting this. It wasn't something that surprised me at all. Still a fairly good sized bag. So as you can see, it is a hanger bag, thus the tab there. You have a sealed seam at the top and a sealed seam at the bottom. They are promoting the idea of 8 grams of protein per serving. Going to the back. So on this, they have it set up a little different. I don't know if I really brought much light to this during the first review. So, it's not the first row is, per serving, second row per bag. It's first row, just the kernels, second row, kernels and the shells. So I don't know if you want to take a look at that and pause that there. Note that there are 2.5 servings per container. So any number that you see there for the bag, you want to throw in a calculator, the number that you're looking at, and then multiply by 2.5. Ingredients list on this is quite a bit longer, and that is because the product is flavored. Product of the USA. Wahpeton, North Dakota. And the nut warning. Because somewhere out there is someone that can't eat anything seed-wise that was made on equipment that also handles pumpkin seeds. It's a true threat. Sort of like gluten. Gluten. And then over here, if you want to pause on that, I will not be doing my sales rep voice. And then underneath down here is the best before date, which is the 6th of May, 2023. Barcode and their website underneath the satisfaction guaranteed. The bags do have a seam going down the back, okay? And that is how they've gotten around not having any seams on the side, because it's wrapping around and it's meeting in the middle here. Okay? So with these, they have one of their goofy little Ziplocs that go around and closes on itself. And it seems like a pretty cool idea, but never quite works, and it definitely never rips properly. So we are going to get fancy, because I get all the cool tools, and throw into play here the scissors that came with my wall clippers. There you go. Just because I'm special. Anyway, so let's get some of these out. I'm going to smell this bag, actually, first. Okay, it actually it smells like sunflower seeds, but it has something else going on. Wow, those are huge. Now, something I noticed through the last bag that I wouldn't have been able to comment on at the time during that review is there's a lot of this. Broken shells, no kernel to be seen, and the odd part was at the end of that last bag, there were no kernels at the bottom of the bag, or not enough to correspond with the amount of broken, empty shells. So that is somewhat noteworthy. they're pretty darn big. The kernels are basically on par with other product lines. The shells are large, though, and to tell you the truth, these seem larger than the originals. So, with that, we are going to head back up to the regular position. Back in a second. And we are back. Wow. These are really good. Like, really good. Wow. So if you're noticing a down angle here, that is purposely done. It's just something I decided to play around with tonight. Okay, so you basically have a bacon ranch going on, and it's pretty melded, the two flavors. But the smell coming off the bag is sort of a rounded bacon smell. I'm guessing that the ranch is what's rounding the smell, and it's sort of the same way in the flavor. These are really good. Shells with these products are seeming like they tend to be powder flavored, and thus the shells are a little bit more on the brittle side. Okay, so you got ranch in the background, sort of, with the bacon overlaying it, but there's a very thin line between the two. Like, one's not overpowering the other. Not over the top salty. I'm not saying it is not salty, but it's not a David salty, let me put it that way. And yes, you are seeing a roti with the funnel removed. That's what I always use with seeds. Actually, I use this here, and at my father's I have the spit bud funnel removed. Alright, so they're pretty darn good. The flavor does seem to go, and that is partly because they are being flavored with some sort of powder concoction. So it's not soaked into the shells, and that is why the shells are a little more brittle. But initially, and some residual, the flavor of this is excellent. And you know what? I haven't had a surprise in a while with a seed flavor where I was like, wow, this is really, really good. So I am glad, because that just sounds like a good idea to me. What, like, why isn't everybody doing it? Like, why are we not accosted when we walk through the front door of a grocery store with, like, all manner of bacon ranch products just basically tumbling down on us? Why is that not happening? What happened, America? I'll tell you what. No, I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, this has been my review of Giant's Bacon Ranch. If you have access to their products, like locally, like in stores around you, I would check them out. But definitely, you want to check this one out unless you're that guy that doesn't like ranch, but also doesn't like bacon. Because if you're that guy, you don't want this, and you should probably seek help. There's got to be some sort of medical professional that will be able to do something for you, I'm thinking. Anyway, thank you for watching the monetized content. I do hope you are well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.